Hi, my name is Zoe. I am the Tipsy Psychic, and today we're going to talk about the compatibility between a Cancer Leo cusp and a Virgo Libra cusp. What you both have is messy. You can't deny it. But it might take you a while to accept it because you'll be so busy trying to show other people what you want them to see. You're going to suffer for the greater good of your relationship. You're going to learn the hard way about growing as a couple. Sometimes you have to hit rock bottom before you can actually move forward, even if it's not a pleasant experience. You both appreciate luxury and nice things. The more you play the game, the more you lose. You're welcome to quote me on that one. Stop trying to be that couple that you think you should be and just start being who you are and accepting yourselves. You will face many failures and pitfalls. This is inevitable. And you're going to have to face that sooner rather than later because you both are terrible. Terrible at managing the dark times together. You suck at it. You need to come to terms with your dark side. Venture into the unknown. You don't need to be in the spotlight, but your Cancer Leo cusp has a need for attention, and you won't mind taking a step back and letting them run the show. It's very nice of you, I must say. When everything is messy and is no longer going the way you planned, neither one of you has any clue on how to deal with it. If you're dating each other and things are going really well, woo! Thank you. Nothing can prepare you for the instability you both will experience when obstacles arise. The good times are fantastic. So fun. But your relationship is like the princess in The Princess and the Pea. The minute the pea messes with the princess's beauty sleep, that's when everything goes crazy. All hell breaks loose. And the princess is like, what do? I don't understand. Where's this freaking pea? It's not just that you have to deal with the parts of yourselves that you haven't really figured out yet. It's that you have to love them and be okay with them completely. Your Cancer Leo cusp is very loving, and the love that they give you is very satisfying. Do not suppress any side of your relationship, even if it's the ugliest side in the entire world. That is a big reason why as a couple you have such a hard time handling difficulties, because you can't even face your own dilemma. The truth is, your world isn't perfect. No. And it could fall apart at any moment. I'm not saying that to scare you or to make you feel like you shouldn't be together. I'm saying that so you understand that you can't avoid problems, but you can deal with it if you work on it. And you choose to be very loving towards every part of yourselves. So don't bury your feelings even if they're negative. You might make a Cancer Leo cusper feel unsteady. Much of the time that you are in a relationship together, you're dealing with obstacles that come up and surface because you've spent so much time pushing your flaws away and pushing the imperfect parts away. You both like to do things that are against the rules together, or that, excite you because they're things you're not supposed to do. You little rebels, you. You like to break the rules. It's thrilling. You get a thrill out of doing activities that are out of the ordinary. Recklessness might actually be enjoyable for you. But it is important to understand that doing normal couple things that aren't super impulsive and reckless can actually be really fun too. So while you might be tempted to do something that would get you in trouble, try doing more things that responsible adults would actually do. It's okay to have a wild side. Try it sometime. Most of the time, a Cancer Leo cusp doesn't usually feel like being unsteady is a big deal, you know? They can have a really wonderful connection with you. Now, any flings or new romances can be very unsteady, but they're definitely thrilling. It's hard for you to be friends as adults because your dynamic can be very childish. If you are friends, it's common for you to meet as children. But no matter what age you become friends, it's still always going to be very immature. Very playful connection, but your immaturity might aggravate a Cancer Leo cusp. They are usually better at adulting than you. You both like to experience life to the fullest, and you're constantly taking on new adventures. You constantly want to try new things. Your friendships are always about going on new adventures and having a blast. A Cancer Leo cusper might feel like you're very insecure. And you might constantly have this need for them to validate your feelings or like tell you that they love you. And that's like something that will be difficult for them because they don't really need to say it all the time, but you're like, please let me know, like tell me how you feel about me, or you know, you're kind of insecure at times. You can be maybe a little jealous or envious, but it's not something that necessarily surfaces in the relationship. But once you get past that, like things can be awesome. The sooner you stop constantly questioning their love for you, the better, okay? Because that's going to really move your relationship forward when you can get past that. Your insecurities can definitely get in the way of your happiness. It's also just part of maturing and being a grown-up and having a mature grown-up relationship. At first, you might feel like the energy in your relationship is limitless. You both are going on new adventures and expanding your taste buds. Yummy. And growing as individuals and expanding as individuals, that you might get to a point where like you feel like you've done it all. You're not really sure where to go from there. Like, I did it, you know? What else is there to do? What else can give me more pleasure than I've already experienced? And that's when shit goes downhill. If you want to take the next step in your relationship and you feel very serious about each other, like your feelings, like you're not fucking around, like this is real love, well, then you're gonna have to start acting like grown-ups. You have to try to be more like responsible. Try doing some more married couple activities, like even if you're not married. You definitely would like how your Cancer Leo cusper keeps you guessing and is spontaneous. They have this incredible energy that you just feel so addicted to, like you just want more and more of it. You both need to work on learning to savor the moment. Instead of always wanting more and more, stop needing to do more and try to enjoy where you're at now. Sometimes as a couple, you have a tendency to go on all these adventures as a way to avoid dealing with something else. Having kids might actually be a very good thing for any long-term type of commitment. Being a caretaker, that way it can actually help you have a successful marriage. I mean, if you have kids, like don't just have kids just to make your marriage work, obviously, but it definitely can help you with stability and stuff like that and growing as a couple. A Cancer Leo cusp watches out for your well-being. They know that you need the time to recharge, they get it. And they would always encourage you to have some you time, some self-care, some self-love. They understand that. Marriage doesn't usually work. It's not impossible, but it just usually doesn't turn out well because it's really difficult for you to find a balance. It can, however, be very successful, but only if you can find that stability and that harmony. A Cancer Leo cusp might take your breath away. They sweep you off your feet How romantic. It would feel awesome in the honeymoon phase for sure. When you're feeling agitated, a Cancer Leo cusp would ground you and help you find your zen. If you're struggling with money, a Cancer Leo cusp will not help with that security, that feeling of security. So make sure you're not broke when you date each other, because that'll make things a lot more difficult. Living together probably wouldn't be a struggle. It wouldn't be a big deal because you both manage a household together pretty well. Like, you vibe, you know? If you're usually very stressed and have trouble like enjoying the moment, you know, just like making the most of it, a Cancer Leo cusp might actually be very good for you because they're very good at like helping you loosen the leash and chilling you out, helping you chill out. A Cancer Leo cusp does have lots of mood swings. It's the cusp of oscillation. But when they're with you, they won't experience those as much. You both are definitely very different people. But that only makes you more attracted to each other. I guess opposites really do attract, don't they? Thank you so much for watching this video. If you were born on the cusp of Cancer and Leo, or you are a Virgo Libra cusp, please comment down below and like let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear them. Subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.